Hey friends, today we are going to make a fall tree collage, and the items you're going to need are some yellow, red, and orange, either tissue paper or just regular paper is fine. If you don't have those colors of paper, you can always just use regular white paper that you've colored yellow, red, and orange. And you're going to need some brown paper. I just use like a lunch sack, but it can be brown paper, again, brown paper or white paper that's been colored brown. You're going to need a piece of blue paper, and I just took a white piece of paper and colored it blue to make that easy. You're going to need a pair of scissors and preferably a glue stick. Miss Hoffman didn't have a glue stick laying around. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape, which is sticky on both sides. Or you can always use tape and roll it. You know how you can roll tape to make it sticky on both sides, but this one's already sticky on both sides. So glue stick would probably be better, or liquid glue, okay? If you're using liquid glue, just one little dot of glue each time we do the glue, okay? So you're gonna start with a blue piece of paper or a white piece of paper that you've colored blue. And then we're going to want to make a tree out of brown paper. So I'm going to teach you how to draw a tree. So you're gonna get a piece of brown paper or a brown sack like this, or color a piece of paper brown real quick, okay? And then I'm going to show you, once you get that, you can pause this if you need to go find it. And then once you get that, you're gonna pause and you're gonna draw a tree on the brown paper that we're going to cut out. So I'm gonna start by doing 2 lines up on my tree. Like this for the tree trunk. It's always good to add a couple of roots at the bottom if you want. Okay, if you have room. Then do a line out going this way, looks like a letter Y. A line out this way, looks like a letter Y. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Okay, once you get that, you can add little branches coming off if you want. Okay, and now it's time to cut this out. So I'm going to get my scissors and cut it out. All right, I'm probably going to flip this when I'm done so you don't see the black lines, but if you like the look of the black lines to kind of give it a cartoon look, you can always put it on the side that has the black lines. After I get mine cut out, I'll probably flip it so you can't see the black lines. And glue it or tape it to the other side. All right, it's always good to keep these scraps when you're done. I keep a scrap box for within my girls' craft stuff at our house. It's just a basket that I keep their scrap paper in, and when they want to be creative and make things, I can pull out that scrap basket and let them be creative and make things with the scraps. Or you can take your scraps and put it in a recycle bin. All right, so now I've got almost all this cut out. I'm gonna scoot my scraps over out of our way. Get the rest of this cut out. I'm gonna see if I can flip this so we can't see the black lines. But if you like the black lines, you can keep it. All right, so I'm gonna flip that where we don't see the black lines. I like it better without it. All right, now, since Miss Hoffman didn't have any glue at her house, I'm going to just take some double-sided tape and stick it in a couple of places so it'll stick to my paper. But you can use a glue stick and glue this down. Or if you're using liquid glue, remember not to make a mess with your liquid glue. Just take a dot here, and a couple of dots up here, okay? And I'm going to take that and I'm gonna stick it down. If you're using glue or double-sided tape, whichever one you're using, remember when you're done to not beat the table, but to smooth it out, okay? So now I have a tree, kind of looks like a winter tree right now, but we want it to look like a fall tree. So now I'm going to take my tissue paper. If you don't, this is the type of paper that goes in the tops of gift bags. If you don't have this type of paper at home, you can pause this video, and color some white paper, red, orange, and yellow. And it will be a little thicker than this, but it will still work, okay? So whenever you're ready, you're gonna unpause, and you're gonna rip pieces of this tissue paper into small pieces like this, like a torn method, and then you're gonna wrinkle it up. Then you're going to take a dot of glue and put it down, or a little bit of a glue stick and put it down. I'm using a little bit of double-sided tape, and stick it down. Wrinkle it up, piece of tape or piece of glue or dot of glue, and put it down. Glue stick works really well. Now, if you're doing a glue stick, when you're wrinkling this up, don't take the glue stick and put it on the really crinkly piece of paper, because then your fingers are gonna get all sticky. Put a little bit of dot of glue right here with your glue stick and stick it to it. Same thing if you're doing liquid glue. Put a dot of glue and stick it to it. I'm just taking a little piece of this double-sided tape. Double-sided tape is something I keep in my house all the time because it's just so good, makes things stick really well. Rip it out. Take a little piece, stick it down. You're gonna continue to do that until you fill the whole top of the tree like the picture that you saw when you clicked on this video. It's going to be completely filled in all the way across the top. You're gonna do the same thing at the bottom because we don't want a floating tree that looks like it's floating in midair. We're gonna take these and we're going to glue them or tape them all the way across the bottom, so it's going to look like fall foliage all across the bottom, and it's going to look like the tree is setting on the ground and leaves are all piled up around it, and it's going to be very beautiful. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you have fun. Keep remembering to crinkle and stick, and then until you get it all filled in. Bye guys.